I was giving a talk, and right after it, a young man came up to me and he said, I like what you had to say. You're big on getting out there and promoting your products and services, but I'm a technologist. I'm not a salesperson. And I said to him, are you building a company? And he says, yes, but we're struggling. And I said, well, that's why. The bottom line is, you have got to, I said to him, become effective at selling your products and services, or you have to find someone who is. Now, this is not unique to small entities. I find this even with large organizations. Sometimes I will get a business card from someone at an event, and I'll look at the business card and I can't even figure out what they do because they have camouflaged the sales role so much that it's not clear to me that that is what they do. I don't know why this happens, but I can only say that in our society there is a resistance to selling. There is a resistance to identifying yourself as someone who sells. More and more people will say, I'm not trying to sell you something. Or you'll have someone make some crazy analogy that, look, I'm not trying to be a car salesperson or used car salesperson. I feel sorry for car salespeople because they're always presented as some low level of existence, as if people don't buy cars and they shouldn't be sold, or they're somehow automatically dishonest. The bottom line is, an organization will not grow if there isn't someone out there knocking on doors, making calls, making proposals, making presentations, making pitches, and closing deals. That's the bottom line. You can't be successful in your own business, and large entities, whether you're in the sales role or not, will not be successful if they have weak sales departments. A lot of organizations start on an engineering culture or a design culture, sometimes a service culture, sometimes a product culture, and they don't thrive because there isn't someone in there who's focused on selling every single day and focused on infusing that idea into the business. Whether you have a growing entrepreneurial concern, a large corporate entity, a not-for-profit, someone has to go and get the people who provide the funding, the product sales, the revenue, the profit for the business. It's the bottom line. It's the way it works. And if you don't know how to do it, you've got to find somebody who does. If your entity is not as successful as it should be, it isn't as big as it should be, it isn't having the impact it should have, it is probably because there isn't an effective sales process and sales culture and sales people in the entity. You got to fix that. You've got to fix that now, and that's the only way you're going to thrive as a business. You have to have a sales culture and a sales process and sales activity that work for the organization, or else the organization will not be around long. It's the bottom line.